Today we're going to be recapping every single summer 2022 LEGO Star Wars set and giving you all the details that you need to know. Hey guys, so we've seen every single August set for the rest of the year, and this video is going to cover all of them. Any set releasing in August or September will be covered here, and honestly now there are only like 2 sets that haven't been revealed. The Advent Calendar, which we will be talking about in this video, and then of course the UCS set, which is probably going to be a UCS Razor Crest. Now obviously we can't spend 8 minutes on each set, so I'll just give you all the details that you need to know for release date, and then give you my quick thoughts on them because I've talked about these sets a lot on the channel, and then we'll move on to the next one because I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with these, but for those who aren't, you will still know what all of these sets are. That's my goal by the end of the video at least. Anyways, let's get started with the cheapest set of the wave, being set 40547, the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader Brickheadz, with 260 pieces, retailing for $20 coming out August 1st. To my knowledge, this is going to be a LEGO store exclusive and LEGO.com exclusive, at least for the first 3 months or so. We'll have to wait and see, that isn't confirmed, so it could be popping up in stores. We're just kinda not sure of those details yet. Also, some of you may have this because this was released early to some people at Star Wars Celebration as an exclusive set, but we will all just get our hands on it on August 1st if you're into that. Obviously, Brickheadz aren't for everyone though, but if you are into Brickheadz, this set should be a pickup for you. Moving on now to a more interesting set, this is set 75323, the Justifier, with 1022 pieces, retailing for $170, again coming August 1st. This is based on the Bad Batch and has 5 figures, being Cad Bane, Toto 360, Omega, Hunter, and Fennec Shand. Now this set does look great. It's got a lot of cool features, some cool interior, a bit limited but it's pretty cool. It's also got this cool function where you can land the ship with the big, I guess, hammer at the back, and it also has this landing gear that's linked to it. It's very cool, but of course the price is a big issue with the set. It's way too overpriced for what it is, so if you are planning on getting the set, I would definitely recommend getting it on sale. Next up is the 4 Plus ATST set 75332, with 87 pieces retailing for $35 coming out August 1st. This one is obviously a 4 Plus set, so it's overpriced. It's got some very big pieces, not much to it, and of course it's made for 4-year-olds, but it does come with a few cool minifigures if you're a fan of Return of the Jedi. Got 2 exclusive ones, although they're only slightly different. Basically, if you're like me and have very similar variants, it's no worry, like the set is passable, but if you do want these minifigures, definitely go pick up the set. You can probably use them for parts if you don't care about the builds. Some of them might be useful, I don't know. If you are wanting to buy a LEGO set for maybe someone who's like at the oldest 7, then yeah, this is probably the best choice for you though. So in that regard, it is a cool set, but I'm sure that this will have some demand from a few people. Moving on now to set 75333, Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter, with 282 pieces, retailing for $35 coming out August 1st. Also, I should have mentioned this earlier, but some of these prices will be going up because LEGO is increasing some prices due to, of course, what's going on in the world right now. However, this is only on a few sets, so in particular with these sets, there's the Justifier, which is obviously going up, then the 4 Plus ATST, and then Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter here. Speaking of this set, it's based on Attack of the Clones and includes 3 minifigures, being R4P17, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then Torn Away, our first ever LEGO Kaminoan, long overdue. Great to see these minifigures. This set I think is worth picking up alone for the minifigures if you're a prequel fan, but it does also include a very nice build of a very iconic vehicle, and I know personally I will definitely be getting this as soon as I can. This is probably the most controversial set of the wave, but this is set 75334, Obi-Wan Kenobi vs Darth Vader, the second set with both of their names in it, and this has 408 pieces and will retail for $50 coming out August 1st, and no, that is not to do with LEGO's price increase. So yeah, this set is pretty overpriced for what you're getting. You basically just get this grey base with a lot of this weird fire stuff. It's based on episode 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but the highlight of the set is definitely the minifigures. You can see Darth Vader there, who also has a new face print by the way, then Obi-Wan Kenobi, Tala Durith, and Ned B. Great minifigures in the set, but $50 is a high price to stomach. Honestly, I will put this out there, but I think this set is growing on me from when I first saw it. At first I obviously hated it, and a lot of people did, but this is kind of growing on me, I'll admit. It's not the worst set in the world, Don't know if I'll buy it full price or even buy it at all, but we'll just have to wait and see. All I'm saying is it's not as bad as everyone says. Next up is BD-1, set 75335 with 1062 pieces retailing for $100 US. This is obviously based on Jedi Fallen Order, which is our first set based on the game. However, BD droids have of course appeared in the Book of Boba Fett and other stuff like comics and whatever. But yeah, this is honestly such a great set. I would go as far as to say this is probably the best Star Wars set of the wave. Not my favorite, but it's probably the best. Like, it's pretty much perfect. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it does also come with a cute little BD-1 minifigure, the same mold that appeared in Mando's M1 Starfighter, of course. So very great set. If you're a Jedi Fallen Order fan or a fan of the Buildable droid line, I'm sure you're gonna love this. Definitely a great one. Moving on now to set 75336, the Inquisitor Transport Scythe, the last Obi-Wan Kenobi set here, with 924 pieces retailing for $100 US. This one is probably my second favorite, and I'll do a ranking video soon, but honestly I think this is my second favorite. I don't know whether to get this first or the ATT is the question. This one does have more named characters though, which are just, by the way, a great selection of minifigs. We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Ben Kenobi, Grand Inquisitor, Reva the third sister, and then the fifth brother, which are all excellent minifigures. A few flaws in each of them, I would say, mostly compared to like their original ones, and I think Reva's skin color's slightly off in this minifigure. I haven't really heard anyone else talk about that, but I think it's kind of the case. But yeah, like overall these minifigures are pretty cool. And the set definitely doesn't disappoint either. It's got some really cool functions. It's got this ramp at the front. It's even got a pretty spacious interior, honestly. Got like seats for all the Inquisitors and their lightsabers, and even more behind there. Like, it's really great, honestly. Just a great, well-rounded set. Speaking of great sets, you know what time it is? It's ATT time. This is at least the vocal community online's favorite set, it seems like, as this is the one that was the most hyped, and I think it delivered. So obviously, this is the ATT Walker set 75337 with 1082 pieces, retailing for $140 US coming out August 1st. Now, that is technically kind of overpriced. I don't mind it as much as, say, the Justifier, but I can see why people would like take that. There are 8 minifigures though, so I can kind of justify it that way. But yeah, if you do want, then sure, go wait for a sale or whatever. Speaking of minifigures, there are 8, including Phase 2 Commander Cody himself, the long-awaited minifigure. There's also 3 of the 212 troopers, which is great. A clone gunner is included, and then 3 battle droids. So a great selection there. The clones do have this new helmet mold, which allows for visor attachments and whatever. Very overdue and a very great addition to the set. The set also has a pretty good interior. It's got some open space in the back, a little bit of space in the front as well. It's a bit cramped, but it's there. And then of course in the cockpit where you can fit a clone. So very great on that standpoint. A big step up from 2013 in my opinion, and that's great to see. Also, I forgot to mention, but this is a Revenge of the Sith set, even if it does have Clone Wars box art. Overall though, this is a very, very, very great set. A few flaws, like for example, it's a dwarf spider droid included instead of a crab droid. A few small stuff like that, but overall this is a very good set. And then we have set 75338, Ambush on Ferrix, with 679 pieces, retailing for $70 US. Piece count wise that's there, but I still think this is a bit overpriced. Now this is based on Andor, the upcoming show, which isn't out yet, but it will be out August 31st. So this is actually pretty cool because it's been a long time since you can do this, but while you're watching the show you could actually own this set, which is great. You'll have the minifigures while the show's running, so that's pretty cool. So right now, of course, I haven't seen the show, so I don't really have any interest in this set. Hopefully the show is very good though, and then I will have an interest in this set. But as of now, I have no interest whatsoever in picking this one up. It is kind of cool though. It's just the build looks kind of weird. It's like a chunky Republic gunship Razor Crest. Ship is new for Andor. It's called the TAC Pod, and I'm assuming it's Imperial. Also, I forgot to mention about the minifigures, which obviously, again, currently I have no interest in the characters, so I don't really care. Andor does look pretty cool though, and then Luthen Rael, who is Stellan Skarsgård's character, also looks pretty great. And then Cyril Khan, who kind of looks like a Bespin guard. Again, kind of basic minifigures, but I think I will like them a lot more, of course, when I know the characters. And then there's just one more set we need to talk about, which is the Advent Calendar set 75340. The Advent Calendar with 329 pieces, retailing for $45 because they are going up in price this year. Now, of course, this hasn't been officially revealed yet, but we have seen it officially in LEGO catalogs and whatever, and even retailer sites, so yeah, this is it. We do know a full list of the builds, which obviously Bricks like leaked out or whatever. I did a video on it, but I'm not going to go through 24 builds here, but if you really are that interested, you can go check out that video. But of course you could just wait for official images. At Star Wars Celebration they did officially reveal this minifigure though, which is included, as well as the builds around it. You can even see it on the box art, but obviously it's just Beach Darth Vader because this advent calendar is slightly based on LEGO Star Wars Summer Vacation, which is a new Disney Plus short or whatever coming out soon, so yeah. Overall, advent calendar sounds decent, not the best one, but decent for an advent calendar. And that should be dropping in September, although I have seen some things saying that in some place in the world it might be October. Take that with a grain of salt, but just keep in mind delays do happen. Obviously, as long as it comes out by December though, you should be alright. But yeah, there you have it. Those are all of the summer 2022 LEGO Star Wars sets coming out August 1st or as well September 1st, a few of them. But yeah, very, very great wave in my opinion. A very top one, very stellar. So yeah, please let me know your thoughts down below. What are your favorite sets? What ones will you be picking up on day one or the subsequent days, of course? But yeah, that'll be for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.